there is a feeling most of us rarely name, a mind that is constantly full yet rarely clear, a kind of mental crowding that shows up even in quiet moments. You scroll, switch, check a notification, then do it again. Small movements that accumulate into a subtle tension, neither moral failing nor technological indictment. The oddity is how connected and informed we are, and how much less able we feel to simply be with ourselves. Older, slower cultures knew their own inner unrest, different in shape but not in depth, and left practices that read like psychological insights. This piece offers 7 ancient lessons, not neat solutions but mirrors that might slightly rearrange how you feel the pressure inside. Lesson 1. The Buddha. Not every thought requires your obedience. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make the world. The Buddha's observation is not a demand to force positive thinking. It is a quiet separation. Thoughts arise and they can be noticed without being endorsed. That distinction, seeing a thought as event, not verdict, feels small until you practice it. Modern cognitive psychology calls this cognitive diffusion, the ability to watch a thought without automatically believing it or acting on it. For a mind that feels like it must respond to every ping, this offers relief. The pressure to plan, optimize, or argue with each mental noise softens when you realize some thoughts are just passing weather. Lesson 2. Marcus Aurelius. Shrinking the circle of control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Stoicism draws a clean line between what is up to us and what is not. Today that line is blurred by feeds, notifications, and other people's projected timelines. Modern stress research, locus of control, shows that the more we try to carry things that aren't ours, the more anxious and depleted we become. Letting some outcomes remain unknowable, and some people unconvinced, does not mean resignation. It means returning energy to choices that actually change your experience. The relief comes in refusing the secret job of managing everyone else's responses. Lesson 3. Jesus, the weight of being. Enough. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. This line reframes worth as reception rather than a performance. The teaching speaks to moral exhaustion, when worth is conditional on achievement, image, or constant self-upgrading. Contemporary psychology names this conditional self-worth and ties it to perfectionism and burnout. Letting parts of yourself rest in a posture of acceptance is not laziness. It is a recalibration of what you must earn versus what you already are. The relief is a subtle unshackling. Rest stops being a prize you haven't yet deserved. Lesson 4. Epictetus, the opinion of others as a moving target. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Social life always involved judgment. Social media amplifies it into a daily scoreboard. Social psychologists call this the imagined audience, believing many strangers are constantly watching and evaluating you. Epictetus invites a different posture, improvement over reputation. That posture shrinks the power of feedback loops and quiets the need to perform for every passerby. The relief arrives when identity no longer spins on every like, comment, or unseen critique. Lesson 5. Lao Tzu, the discipline of doing less. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Taoist non-forcing counters the modern ethic of constant optimization. Neuroscience shows that the brain's default mode, the quieter, unfocused time, supports creativity and emotional regulation. Not every forward step must be an added effort. Some progress is found in subtraction, in refusing busy as a virtue. The emotional relief is counterintuitive. By doing less deliberately, you discover that your mind is not a machine that must always produce. Lesson 6. Seneca, the illusion of time. Scarcity. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Feeling behind often feels like an objective fact. Seneca asks you to notice where your attention repeatedly leaks, what you rehearse, worry over, and replay. Time anxiety today is often attention anxiety, fragmented focus, compulsive checking, endless planning. The lesson invites a different question. How do you spend inner time, not just external hours? The relief is in reclaiming a few unrehearsed minutes away from the verdict of being late. Lesson 7. Rumi, making space for inner weather. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. Rumi names moods and thoughts as visitors, temporary, varied, sometimes unwelcome. Emotion regulation research supports a similar stance. Acceptance, not suppression, reduces distress. When the mind is allowed to host its inner weather, without trying to immediately fix it, urgency softens. The relief is small and steady. You stop fighting yourself every hour and begin to learn how to be with what comes. These 7 ancient voices don't promise to quiet every ping or clear every calendar. They do something quieter. They tilt the way you meet the noise. Buddha's gentle attention, Marcus Aurelius's steady inner citadel, Jesus' insistence on mercy, each one shifts the angle you look from, not the storm itself. Your life will stay busy. That's not the problem. The invitation is to be less at war with your own thoughts about time and pressure. Notice which lesson returns to you in the small private moments. Tell us in the comments, which one did you need to hear most today? If this felt useful, like and subscribe. A simple way to help others find a calmer corner of the internet.